welcome back. I'm glad you are here. Thank you for keep coming back. So today I would like to make this video and do it a little bit different, pretending that I could speak to my younger self. So what would I say to my younger self? Looking back at my life and the lessons I've learned and the mistakes I made. That, yes, were mistakes, but were also lessons. And I hope that someone might find this video and something could be useful for them or can make them think. So here we go. Right, so if I could speak to my younger self, I would say, hey, your life has been challenging, many times. I wish I could teach you before time how to act in certain situations, but unfortunately that's not possible. But maybe that's a blessing, because how else would you learn if you didn't have those difficulties in your life? So this is what I would like to say to you, my dear. In your life, you will encounter difficult situations and you will be quite good. You will be resilient and you won't get discouraged. You will always think that no matter what, life is worth living. It's a beautiful, beautiful gift. And even through bad difficulties, you will still go strong after the lessons. And also, I would like to say to you, please, don't give up on your dreams. Listen to that voice that you have inside. That is your soul telling you to live your dreams. Do you remember that time? You were about, maybe 12, 13, and you were watching in TV some of your favorite singers, and you really loved watching them in concerts, and you were dreaming of a life like that, to become a singer and to travel the world. And you actually made a promise to yourself, I'm not going to be miserable like my parents. I'm not going to have economical problems, financial problems. I don't want a mediocre life. I want to have a fulfilling life, full of joy and adventure. What happened then? It just happened that life got in the way and you also didn't believe in yourself. You were too shy to go after your dream and you thought you weren't worth it maybe. And that's it. So that dream didn't come true. But it's okay. It's okay. It was a childhood dream. And the thing is that what I've learned is it doesn't matter what the dream is. It doesn't matter if that dream doesn't come true. What it matters is that our soul is telling us that we need to go after our dreams. Because if we follow that way, that path, that's where the growth is. That's where our human experience is. And life went on, and then you became older, and you had a daughter, and you had a normal, average life. Then something happened, and you thought, I think I want to go back to school. I want to get a degree, as I never did this when I was younger. You actually regretted not having done this. But when you're young, maybe you can't be bothered with studying and whatever. You only wanted this degree because that's what society told you that you needed to work, to find work. Then what happened there? You probably found another job to carry on, so you resigned to a simpler job. The thing is that you thought, another time. Once again, you made the mistake of thinking that if you took that degree at the age of 40, at 45, I will be too old. Who is going to employ me anyway at the age of 45? And so you didn't take that degree, you didn't go back to school because you thought it was too late. And then 5-10 years later, you found yourself there again. Your life didn't change much and you were still not fulfilled completely with your life. So afterwards, you find yourself after 5 or 10 years thinking, I should have taken that degree, and you didn't. So you wasted even more time. And the lesson that I want you to get out of that is that you should have taken that degree. Not so much because maybe you could have found a different job, although yes, that might have been possible, but because it was good for you, because it was what you wanted to do in that moment, and it was the growth that you needed in that moment. But once again, you decided that you weren't that important at that time. So after another few years, this is when your soul couldn't take it anymore. It gave you so many possibility of listening and changing, but you didn't listen to that voice. And it's okay, you didn't know any better. And that's why I want you and everyone to know that you should listen to that voice. That voice is real. That voice is actually really your soul telling you to go after what you deserve, okay? So please listen to that voice. Go after your dreams. But going back to there, at a certain point, and this was at the age of 50, finally my daughter grew up and I'm a single mother, and I found myself all of a sudden thinking, okay, my daughter is grown up, I don't feel I have purpose anymore. What am I going to do now with my life? And that's when I realized that I should have listened to all the times that voice spoke to me. Because in those years, yes, my purpose was my daughter, was growing her up, but at the same time, I forgot completely about myself. I suppose because I was happy the way I was, and growing my daughter up, that was my purpose and my happiness. And this is another lesson that I've learned. You always need a plan B. Even though things are going well for you in that moment, always have a plan B. Something that you work on while your life keeps moving. Because you never know what life might bring you. And at least you will have something else to pursue, something else to go after, and something else that you need to nourish and grow. Because you never know in life, you never know when that change might come, that forced change sometimes. So that's another lesson, a precious lesson. Always have a plan B. So going back to my final breakthrough, then I really found myself thinking, gosh, am I wasting all my life what am I here for? What is my purpose? What is my dream? What would I love to really do? And finally, I decided to go after that voice that was so desperate and frustrated and not happy anymore. I finally listened to that voice and I decided to go after my dream. And I am living my dream, but there's so much more to it. And you know, even if that dream might not come true, the important thing is that during this period of going after my dreams and my purpose, the real, most important gain is that I am growing. I am growing inside. I'm growing as a human being. I am growing in so many ways. I am, in a way, nurturing my human nature. And actually, I think this is what our dreams are for. This is the real meaning of our dreams. To grow inside, to grow in the way we live, in the way we think, to see with our own eyes what we are capable of. And I think this is the most precious lesson. This is what our dreams are really for us to believe in ourselves, to be proud of ourselves, and to love ourselves for all the work that we need to do to go after our dreams. So this is the most beautiful lesson I have learned in my life. So please, if you are watching this video and you're not going after your dreams, you're not listening to that voice, I hope that in some way you will believe what I'm saying to you. And please, really, for your own good, for your own happiness, listen to that voice, okay? It doesn't matter where it brings you. It doesn't matter if your dream will come true. What it matters is that you listen to yourself, to your heart, to your dreams, and you decided to give yourself that possibility to change, because it's never too late to change. You're not too old. So please take it in consideration. Act now. Because if one day, when you will be 90, thinking back over your life, will you be happy? Just think about it. Will you be happy of what you have done and how you have lived? Or will you think, oh, why didn't I go after my dream? You still have time, okay? Until you're alive, you still have time. So go for it and follow your heart. It always knows the truth. Take care, my friends, and I'll see you next time.